Welcome to Open English Door. Thank you for learning with us today. We're going to tackle one of the most common questions for English learners. When do you use go? And when do you use went? It's a tricky one for sure, but don't worry, we're going to get it sorted out.
Okay, so take a look at this sentence. I go to the market yesterday. Does that sound quite right to you? It's a super common mistake, so if you've ever said something like this, you are definitely not alone. And the great news is, we're about to clear this up for good.
And you know what? It all comes down to a really simple rule. Seriously, once you get this down, your English is just going to sound so much more natural. It's a real game changer. So yeah, we're talking about a classic English question. Go or went? What's the deal? Well, it all comes down to one simple thing. Time. Okay, this slide right here, this is the heart of it all. The rule is incredibly simple. We use go when we're talking about right now or something we do every day. And we use went when we're talking about the past. That's the main idea. Let's break it down a bit more. All right, first up, let's focus on the present. This covers anything you're doing right now or stuff you do all the time as part of a routine. For these situations, your go-to word is, well, go. So to put it simply, go is for the present. You can use it for something happening this very moment or for anything that's part of your regular routine, your habits. Think of it like this. Actions that repeat over and over again, like things you do every morning or every Monday or every single weekend, all of those use the word go. Here are some perfect examples. I go to work every day. See, that's a routine. We go to the park on Saturdays. That's a habit. Oh, and just a quick note, for he or she, we add an ES and say goes. So he goes to the gym or she goes shopping. Easy enough, right? Okay, so that's how we use go for the present. Pretty straightforward. But what about the past? Well, for actions that have already happened and are finished, we use a totally different word, went. Yep, went is simply the past tense of go. That's all it is. You use it for any action that is completely finished. It happened, and now it's over. So anytime you're talking about yesterday or last week or last year, that's your signal. The action is complete, it's in the past, and that means you need to use went. Let's go back to our examples, but let's put them in the past. So instead of I go to work, it becomes I went to work yesterday. See how that works? The action's finished. Same thing with the others. We went to the park last Saturday. He went to the gym this morning. And she went shopping last week. Okay, great job. You got the rule now. So the best way to make it stick is to practice a little. Let's do a couple together so you feel really confident. Here we go. First sentence. I blank to the cinema last night. What word do you think goes in that blank? Think about the time. When did this happen? Should you use go or went? Last night. That's your big clue right there. The answer is went, of course. Why? Because last night is in the past. The action is finished. I went to the cinema last night. Perfect. All right, you're doing great. Let's try one more. She, blank, to school every morning. What's the missing word here? Is it goes or went? Look for those time words. Every morning. Does that sound like the past, or does it sound like a routine? You got it. The answer is goes. Every morning tells us this is a habit, a repeated action. And since we're talking about she, we use goes. Excellent work. See? You're doing so well. Let's just summarize everything we've learned into one simple rule that you can always remember. So it all boils down to this. Step 1, just ask yourself, am I talking about now or every day? If yes, use go. Step 2, ask, am I talking about the past? If yes, then you use went. It is honestly that simple. And why does this matter so much? Because this simple rule helps you talk clearly about two very important things, your daily life and all of your past experiences. It's a small change that makes a huge difference in how clearly you communicate. And as you practice this, it's really important to keep one thing in mind. I love this quote from Michael Swan. Grammar is not the most important thing in the world. Do not become obsessed with correctness. It's a great reminder that the real goal is always to communicate. Learning is a journey, so it's absolutely okay to make mistakes. The most important thing is that you keep speaking. So, I'll leave you with a final thought to practice with. Where did you go yesterday? Try answering that for yourself right now, using I went. It's a great way to put this lesson to use right away. Thanks so much for learning with us today.